know, some of the old sort of Skeleton King mains have been put out of a role, and that extra ability was added.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's have a look. 4th ban from IG. What do they want to take away from this Prophet strat? I mean, I always see that Prophet and Venge, and I'm like, are you not at least a little worried about a drow?
I think you should probably be a bit scared.
Yeah.
Look at the Clinks. Where's Clinks been today? Now I'm thinking about it. We didn't have any Clinks earlier.
No.
It wasn't even banned.
Series.
No, it wasn't even banned or anything.
See that little bony face at all.
Huh. So they did, yeah, they took out Nyx, they have Pugna, of course, they even have Wraith King, so yeah, Nyx. Enchantress was also left this far. Oh my.
A little bit of a strange ban because the Prophet is in there. I know, as you said, you know, it's not necessarily mind control's Prophet, but they're interested that that's scared of sort of that offlaner that they take it away, even though there's a chance that the offlane's already been revealed by Liquid.
And they even have the Pugna too, which is traditionally one of the better heroes in the mid game versus Enchantress.
10 seconds remaining.
IG. Well, I'm looking at the wrong team. Wait, there we go.
5 seconds remaining.
CM is in the pool. That's one of the big ones, right? CM looks pretty sweet. Works well with these heroes. Is Willow still in the pool? No, they banned it. Sorry,
it was banned by Liquid.
Oh,
okay.
I've not seen him at all yet. I don't know if has that been any of the games?
I can tell you.
Has that been picked yet? This TI?
I have the list open still, so let's do a. There has been one.
There's one game.
One game.
I've only seen it once. And the Tusk is in for IG.
I didn't. See that one coming.
It's a pretty nifty hero for catching the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah.
Closing the gap, getting on top of him.
5 seconds remaining.
Huh.
Also just getting in the face of Liquid's heroes, so I still think it's a solid game if they want to do a drow. Dude, if
Liquid, yeah.
If Liquid want to be really liquidy, get drow and Huskar.
Drow and yeah. I was thinking they might Huskar anyway, just because I saw Pugna and I'm like, yeah, they're probably gonna Huskar just because there's a Pugna.
Yeah. Let's get a drow, get a Huskar.
They like their Venom.
Let's see how dirty they want to go.
Invictus Gaming's turn to
Clinks.
There's the Clinks. Sorry, that's what we were. Yeah, we were waiting for that. The Clinks with Venge. Very nice. That is a lot of physical damage coming if that's the lane, right? Wave of Terror plus Clinks right clicks with the Searing Arrows. Definitely starts to add up. Their team fight is not strong right now on the side of Liquid, though. IG's isn't. I mean, IG's is a bit better.
It's all about pick off and push, yeah.
Yeah, Pugna still gives you a good chunk of team fight anyway. Decrep's always going to be relevant versus Clinks. Take the Necro as well.
Alright. Necro and Pugna can be very nice.
Let's see how that hero's been doing. I don't feel like I've seen that hero winning it the most. Okay, it's split. It's 50-50. So it's a 55% win rate at the moment on the Necro.
The question is if you do want to get someone with a bit of save. They do still have that second support, as we'd imagine, to come through.
They have the Tusk.
Oh no, I mean for Liquid, to save against the Reaper side. For they want him, you know, anything like a Bane or a Shadow Demon, anything like that.
Oracle works too, but yeah, I don't think we'll see Oracle.
Yeah, because I feel like Kuro's probably most likely to play the Venge, right? And GH will play more of a playmaker.
GH played the Venge yesterday.
Oh, okay.
At least in one of the games that we saw. That's the one we saw, and they lost. That was the one they had the Omni and the Venge and the Huskar. Wasn't the
Invictus Gaming
the greatest.
Oh,
that's been banned versus them a lot, and they've got this pushing lineup coming already.
Gem, Prophet, and Venge. I mean, even the Clinks, of course, hitting towers. It is a lot of push.
It's always going to have the Clinks of. I mean, now of course the Death Pact lasts a lot longer, but you're gonna have Chen creeps there too. You can eat the Chen creeps in some situations.
I mean, and to the point where do you think they could still just finish with a Huskar?
Maybe they could, yeah.
It's not bad here, right? I mean, what sort of kills the Huskar in IG's lineup?
Not a whole lot. And I mean this.
An Invoker? That's surprising, I find.
How's Kuro's Chen doing here? I know it's been banned a lot of the games, so he did play it once and they did win.
I mean, I guess Invoker would you know, cause work sort of great against sort of the Pugna, Necrophos, the Wraith King and such, but feels like an unlikely pick still, because sure, situationally, you could sort of make an argument for here, but are Liquid likely to... I mean, I know that they have obviously a fantastic...
It's probably maybe because of the Chen. I think maybe because of the Chen.
That's the setup that...
Just like for them to have that early pressure, which allows that hero. Because that's what they did with it yesterday. They picked the Invoker after.
But they lost with it, didn't they?
No, they won.
Oh, they did win that game.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a push lineup.
It's such a push lineup.
Yep.
Visage, Prophet, Chen, all the summons. Do they have a way to kill him, IG?
There's...
I mean, they got Blast.
Uh-oh.
You think this is going to be a little too much for IG? The push
I think they might just get run over. Like, okay, you're going to see, like, it's going to hit that moment, that timing, right? Where you get the Dominator, you get the Medallion. You might lose, maybe in the laning phase, like the Visage might be low level, but you hit that timing and things get crazy. Crazy fast-paced. And I don't see wave clear on IG. They've got the Pugna Blast and the Tusk Nuke, but the other heroes, like Necro, you walk up way too close.
And with this as well, this IG's what left their second support as their last pick. Alright? Pugna, Wraith King, Necro, your 3 cores.
Yeah, get some coddle, right? Gotta keep it light.
You may now select.
Whoa. Okay, so I guess this is going to be like either a support Pugna or support Wraith King?
Or both.
So support Wraith King.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
Tusk Pugna.
Okay. Tusk Pugna.
So Wraith King off lane.
XXS Alchemist.
XXS Alchemist.
Is he going to get away with playing out this game?
Isn't this like they went?
He's going to get run over, isn't he?
They went greed versus push. They went very greedy versus a super push lineup. I'm scared. I'm a little bit scared. But they do have... He can give Aghanims to everybody, and there's some nice Aghanims here. We've got a Necro Ag, we got a Wraith King Ags, we got a Pugna... Pugna's is probably not... Tusk Ags, you know, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think well, you give the Ags to the Wraith King first, right? Or would you give it to the Necro? Dude, but the Wraith King Ags is pretty legit.
It is also pretty legit as well. I mean, if he gets to that, get to the point. He needs to get his Radiance. He needs to get his Mantle, but he still needs armor because there's a lot of minus armor on this team. So that's the problem with the Alchemist that I see is that
isn't he just going to get physical damage at the start by like the Chen?
That could also, but the physical damage also. Even if he does get the Radiance, he's got this hero has very low armor. Look Venge, Clinks, Visage. Visage will build toward that Medallion Solar Crest. Venge already has the built-in minus armor.
Let's have a look. This is going to be an interesting one. IG with the XXS Alchemist.
Huh. I like that they have an Alchemist pick that works really well with their synergizing of their heroes, but picking it into this full push lineup, I thought could be concerning. But let's see if they're able to do it. IG did not put... They weren't the ones that actually picked the Alchemist. All right. That yesterday. And they've got very little wave clear. So...
Oh my goodness. What would you say the best Prophet in the world?
Best Prophet in the world?
Best Prophet.
I actually think Bulldog is so good at Nature's Prophet too, though. So I don't know. I mean, it has to be mind control. Bulldog is probably up there, though. He's really, really good with the trance. Sorry, Donger.
Let's have a look at how well MC can do this game.
We've got this dual pressure lane, Wraith King Pugna. Kind of run down Matumba. They could get lots of kills on Matumba in the laning phase, depending on how Kuroki plays. See what they can abuse on this Visage. Mid lane, Miracle should be able to get some nice free farm.
Yeah.
He can't really pressure the Alchemist too far out unless he gets rotations over. I guess the one thing is like XXS has to maybe be a little careful of some Furion TPs maybe, but he's got the Quelling Blade always right off the bat.
What up? See who can grab this rune. Matumba doesn't get it. Just get sent back though. Kuro worried about sort of the amount of damage he was taking there, so Matumba Man will regen up in the fountain.
That's kind of cool. Right, they go for the send back and walk in, grab bounty. He didn't get it, so IG will claim 3. But there you saw the power already. The Pugna and the Wraith King, Visage and Chen they can't hold up for this unless some mistake happens. Q looks like he's waiting for a courier snipe in mid.
I'm interested to see if Miracle does get the courier sent out that early.
Oh, GH and My Control actually forced Aggressive to TP to the tier 1 tower. They just stood in front of the creep wave with Treants and Avenge.
And this is, yeah, really sort of the rush you're talking about with Avenge. Wave of Terror, plus just getting Treants and right clicks on Aggressive. It's going to hurt on these early levels. Yeah. It's constantly spamming that Wave of Terror, GH. Such a low mana cost. 25 mana.
Yeah, 25 mana, 60 damage. It's crazy efficient. Oh, oh. Did they block the camp? So they did body block, it looks like, again on the bottom side. So we see Kuroki trying to look for a creep. And we'll find the netter.
Oh, yeah, he's got it. And we'll see where he makes a move with the Dark Trail Summoner. Midlane CS, as you see Miracle, 7'2". Slight edge at the moment against XXS. Once that acid spray does start to get leveled up, it is going to be harder. The Clinks to stand his ground.
Should still do pretty good. He's going to get free farm on the Clinks.
Okay. And Kuroki's heading over to Wildsmith, but XXS salves up in the trees.
This is the key. To actually make sure that you can put the actual pressure on Alchemist rather than him just spray down constantly and keep Miracle kind of low. But Kuro knows he can't go for this kill. Matamba Man's still getting some last hits down here, and he was kind of alone.
He's doing okay.
Yeah. Level 3 as well. And a hasted Kuro.
And not having too much trouble at all finding the farm, despite this Wraith King Pugna lane. With SRF and Baboka coming out.
Top lane's the big win for Liquid. 11 and 7 on the Nature's Prophet. I think some of those, of course, have been Treant and Eyes, but...
Sure. But every time, you know, Aggressive sort of tries to get close to the lane, GH is there with the threat of the Wave of Terror Magic Missile.
Yeah, I mean, they've got this dual-ranged, high damage between the two of them on Liquid, while on IG, it's a Tusk melee hero. Not the easiest SRF.
I won't quite be able to find him, and
the Skeleton
does lose his Troll Summoner.
Skeletons finish it off.
Midlane Miracle. He's down to his last tango, and will be forced to skill the Skeleton Walk down. Did have it prepared. In fact, that little cheeky skill of it.
You're gonna go for it?
Oh, that was very nice. I think it...
Wow.
Oh, and wastes a salve as well. Miracle with that outplay. I think he was holding on to that level 4 point. As soon as he sees Concoction being used, bam, levels it up and outplays him with the Skeleton Walk. That was neat. Neat little plays like that, getting him first blood and the solo kill.
And XXS probably took the stun a level,
Yeah.
He thought that he could get an opportunity there.
Because as we're sort of saying, you know, you sort of see a 2-3-0, you don't expect the Clinks to have Skeleton Walk that early on.
That was sick.
But Miracle saved the point.
That was so good. Up lane. Right click setting that up a bit too much. GH has this Fairy Fire as well as Wand Charges too, trying to bait them in. Matu is still farming really well down bottom.
You feel like in this lane he should have suffered a lot more.
I do feel so. I feel like they need to... I mean, they have to put pressure on Visage. As soon as Visage hits 6, that lane becomes a huge problem for IG.
Oh, top lane. They can make it go on to Q. They had the Magic Missile. Mind Control's got the stick charges. They'll just turn and beat him down. Mind Control gets the kill.
Two heroes have very good stack game between them. The Avenge as well as the Furion. They have some of the best stack game across all three as well. The Strength, the Agi, and the Int.
And the spawn line is we saw the sort of great thing obviously about having the Chen. You know, Matuma Man got a little low, gets sent back, TP's back to the lane, he's back up to full and ready to continue to soak up the glory of this bottom lane.
Yeah.
Now with the good levels, you know, Mind Control, he can get those phase boots out to him. And just keeping control of this lane is going to be even easier for the two of them. Just the power of having that first pick bench.
And now with the last like 60 seconds or so, if they wanted to try to get on Matu, like you said, he got sent home, but also there was a tornado being sent, and it's up again. So that's gonna stop them from trying to be aggressive onto this Visage.
Matu's got the straight ring of hell, so he's got that extra sustain. Top lane, GH, to try and go for that bounty rune.
Baboka's...
And they've got the Sprout to hold back aggressive and Q. Same time, indeed, Baboka being chased by the army of Kuroki. Mind Control trying to turn his attention towards aggressive. GH, I want the mana.
Got it.
It's kind of weird, but Baboka went for a point in Nether Ward instead of the decrypt that we tend to see.
Middle tower is under
But we don't really see too much support Pugna anyway.
No. Yeah, certainly played in a very different capacity to how we're used to. And something that, I mean, I feel, what's sort of the downsides of support playing there? Because you're right, we don't see it.
You don't get your levels.
Yeah.
It's the same as like most of those heroes that you want to get your early level 6. Your stacking's really weak, you're very squishy, you don't have a stun. So as a support, you can be a bit limited. It's similar to like with the Zeus support, right? Where you do tons of damage, but it looks like with the first siege wave, they're trying to apply some pressure onto this tier 1 tower mid for Liquid. Meanwhile, Matu just stays down bottom, getting closer and closer toward that Dominator.
And this is, yeah, a lot of damage early on this tier 1 mid, as you say. 6 minutes in and
they've
nearly gone.
Yeah, they've got the glyph available too.
And I'm going to make a go on to Miracle. They go in with the snowball, the shard. I don't think they've got detection. It doesn't look like they do, and that's going to be the tower down. KuroKy gets the last touch upon it. And that's 3 heroes coming mid. They didn't have detection. Miracle gets to walk out absolutely free.
They don't really have the Tusk is their only ganking hero too. Like Pugna doesn't go make ganks. Very difficult for you. And now Aggressive getting bullied by Mind Control with the Treants while the rotation happened.
And the Timberman is halfway through his level 5 towards that 6. Certainly not sort of the slow start for Liquid that IG were going to hope they'd be able to enforce on them. Mind Control, as you say, it's the dream start for him.
Yep. Bottom.
42 and 17.
They look like they're trying to go from a Tumberman here. We'll get it to finish him this time.
Finally being able to put an end to him on this bottom lane does take them to 3 heroes. That rotation from Q.
I do feel like ideally IG, they really wanted that to happen earlier. They wanted to be able to do that at least once or twice before this 7-minute mark, because this is still almost level 6.
Top lane Mind Control trying to go with the outplay on Aggressive, but Aggressive does, of course, have the Ghost Shroud, pops a salve during it. That's that insane amount of health regen. Bottom lane, the dive, hamming onto GH. GH should go down, the snowball comes in and he will drop. Look at the kill on GH. Miracle coming in from the side, just looking to see if he can find some pickoffs off the back of this. Trying to get in position to find someone, but SRF is already healing up.
And SRF is also 6, holding that skill point for the Reincarnate.
Miracle unable to find that kill yet. I mean, they can maybe try for SRF twice if he goes too far down. They do still have Kuro and Timberman here.
He is pushed very far now.
They'll try for it. And take him down the once, yes. Can they do it a second time? They should have a pretty good chance to do so. They've got the slow from Timberman, but there's the Decrepify. Nice play from Blaboka. Decrepify near the wall puts any chance of Liquid getting that kill.
Looks like he should have been okay just with the regular TP anyway, because they don't have any disable there just yet. They didn't have the Centaur or the Visage level 6.
And top lane, looks to try and compile in onto Aggressive. Q's there with backup. Does still have Snowball. GH and Mind Control. To be careful about how they poke at this. Just trying to get some damage onto this tower at half health at the moment, 8.5 minutes in.
XXX has gotten a lot of space though from Miracle moving around. 1800 toward that Radiance, top of the net worth. And I do believe it was at least a 2-for-2 bounty exchange in the last time too, so always benefiting XXS. So Visage, level 6, Dominator finished. A much more threatening presence now.
Spot him. As you say, with that hound ready to push him. Fortification coming out. SRF still 2 minutes without that Reincarnate, so has to be a little careful. Mid lane Miracle trying to get in position to set up onto Q. He's got the quick snowball. Does still have a shards if there's any way of playing his way out of there, but there isn't. The damage is too high. Miracle finds the solo pickup.
Miracle getting all small items so far. Tried Aquila, Soul Ring, even getting a wand now brought out to him. So he wants to be the one making active movements around the map and just being that presence.
On bottom lane, trying to go for SRF whilst he's still without the Reincarnate. They've got the stun control from Kuro's army. TPs are coming through though. Q turns to the fight as well as Aggressive. As SRF, can he get away? Soul Assumption, not a lot. SRF will live. They'll turn with the Reaper's Scythe kill. It brings down KuroKy after the Reaper's Scythe, but he's still down. Timberman will manage to make it away. So, reactions from IG, keeping SRF safe. Having them get a kill. Blaboka, he's ended up pretty deep on his own here. As GH and Mind Control on a bit of a wild goose chase. They do manage to trap him up in the Sprout. And we'll find Baboka at least. So a trade, support for support.
He accepted his death. He bought the dust, and he's like, all right, at least I spent my gold. And they are making time. Time for their alchemist, who pretty much has, it's pretty close to relic now.
He's making good time on it. We'll see on the net worth how it sits at the moment. And indeed, he's a step ahead with that maxed out Grievel's Greed. He's going to find that Radiance a good time.
They've only lost one tower so far too, but that's gonna increase right now. Well, Liquid sets up for top with both Furion as well as Visage, or Nature's Prophet. Sorry.
Bottom lane, the collapsing past the tower onto GH, who's alone. SRF aggressive and Q. Find another now.
They can get this tower for themselves with the Pugna here.
Mid lane.
Oh wow, that mid tower was that low actually.
Tier 2 tower gone at 11 minutes, Miracle finds.
I guess XXS has been jungling quite a bit, so
he's been keeping away from the lane.
Yeah.
Which is sure it's cost him his tower, but it has, as we've said, meant that he has been able to farm very well, undisturbed, can go pick up the relic.
It's like some of these few heroes that actually benefit from farming jungle that heavily. Like the Alchemist, the Medusa, Shadow Fiend, these heroes that can clear it or get bonus gold so fast. But now top tier 2, very quickly brought down, as we were mentioning. As soon as they get the Dominator on the Visage, they get the 6, that's when they start looking to go for the Siege. And they're actually pinging the high ground.
Why
Liquid
not?
wants to go
We know
push.
how good that push is.
There's no Radiant still for XXS, so can they breach this? They have forced reactions.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's a Miracle. Hunting for action towards the mid. XXS does have the Chemical Rage on at the moment. Not really the target they want to go for. And looks like the push will be slowed down by IG. Liquid starting to disperse. Miracle heading down towards bottom. Sees a tier 1 tower still for the taking.
You see it happen like good amount of times. People just, you see a 5-man push coming, they 3 people TP and then, alright good, that's our job done. Go push out bottom, go for a rush as soon as they reset, because there's still no Radiant.
I'm excited. Mind Control, he's just stockpiling the gold. He had the drums queued up, but can you think of anything crazy that he could be like, well, I'm just going to buy this instead with the amount of money I've got? Anything big, like a big wombo item that he could just pull out?
Yeah, I've seen him buy mechs before.
Seen him buy mech, I've seen him buy Meteor Hammer. He's still saving that money. Is he going to get the Deso for the team? Looks like no, Clinks is getting the Deso, so unlikely that he'll do that himself.
It's just going to be Orchid.
Okay, it goes to the Orchid instead of the drums.
It looked like he was deciding.
Yeah. With that amount of gold, he's going to be very close to having it. Not quite there. It is going to be a quick one. Talking about quick ones, that is the Radiant Stun for XXS.
Liquid knows that they don't want to take this to the later stages, though. They don't want this to get too much further. So with that Aegis, they're looking to breach fully now. Now this is not a, we're going to poke and force reaction. This is a, we're going to come in. IG has to start setting up. They kill the birds.
Well, they're in on Matumba. The swap for GH keeps Matumba man safe. We'll actually be able to keep him out of there as well as Mind Control puts down a Sprout and hold back IG. Liquid's still wanting to push him. Miracle starting to hit onto the tower, just get caught out by the shards. They've got the stun though from the familiars onto both Aggressive and SRF. Aggressive gets the Ghost Shroud off the heal as well. SRF is still alive. They get a replay side. Bam! That's going to be Miracle down for 50 seconds. XXS with the stun ready. Throws it down onto Mind Control. They're chasing down Matumba, taking the Aegis out of the hands of the Visage. Mind Control sprouts himself in, but they've got the vision from the Sigil. Mind Control cannot escape. They've lost 3 on Liquid. GH getting surrounded by the creeps. He could be in trouble as well as IG turn their attention towards the Venge and find him. Only Matumba man able to get out as IG will hold. And this is only going to get scarier for Liquid if they continue to fail pushes into this Radiance Alchemist. This game's going to get harder and harder.
The Necro barely died as well. What ended up killing him was the double tornado from Kuroki from the Chen, but also the Vengeance Aura. That Vengeance Aura actually turned and killed him off. But IG hold successfully.
It was an Aegis push as well. The tier 3 tower is still alive.
Matu lost his birds at the start. Have to go for that resummon. And now this is scary. They need to get their lanes back out. Get a situation where they can actually go for those big pushes again. But they are a very reliant pushing lineup still on Liquid. This is not a good moment for them, not able to get even the tier 3. If they got the tier 3 and lost a couple heroes, then they can at least get some shrines, get some more gold going their way, but getting halted quite heavily by IG. Well, it looks like, okay, so it's one blade mail. I saw SRF had one queued up. He's gone for the blink though.
So you say, when are you expecting the Axe to sort of come out of the Axe? Not for a long time. You don't.
Nah.
No, it is going to be sort of just still go for the 6th slot and then.
Maybe not full 6, but at least like 3 or 4 items. He's gone for the blink too, so they want to jump on top of Liquid, get that initiation going with both the Raking and the Alchemist at the same time before Liquid's ready for it. Because you've seen them, like, they prepare to go for that siege. If they can just jump in and start the fight, then it might catch Liquid off guard again.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tumba can pick up that small solar crest. Which is the chance to Desolator done on Miracle.
Yep.
And Orchid on Mind Control. So starting to hit these items that are not only going to just help them with the push, but also help them just find the kills in these fights, which has sort of been the struggle. We saw in that last attempt of pushing high ground.
Has he finished the Solar Crest? Okay, yeah. Because they have the Medallion and the Solar Crest, so that...
Oh, okay, so you have different instances.
Yeah. Oh, aggressive. Very far up right now. Looking extremely dead.
He's got the Blade Mail, and they can certainly wait that out. And hold him down throughout it. As aggressive, indeed. Just a little too far out on that top lane.
Almost able to get the Reaper on GH, who probably... It would have been close, he would have probably lived, though. Now they continue. It's time. Set up the push again. They've got a couple more items, though, like you were mentioning. They got Medallion, Solar Crest, Desolator. And the Orchid finished up on the Nature's Prophet as well.
Correct. We'll look to start to build the auras up. It's got the pipe queued up.
Yeah, they want to get a big kill before they go for it. Miracle also didn't have the Desolator delivered either. I thought he actually picked it up in time, but...
I know he's got it, but yeah, so just has to run a little way over to his team.
They want to get some control over this bottom area because they haven't gotten any of these bottom tier two, the bottom 2 towers, and they have they just have no vision here at all. This is IG's territory, and that's the best place for an Alchemist to farm. Mind Control going for a kill on Baboka top. Does not pop because the stick charges off in base.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Miracle should be able to duck back in and finish this tier 1 tower. More money in for the team at Liquid.
Dire's bottom tower.
As they, of course, themselves at the moment only have lost the one tier 1 tab bottom. IG.
Oh, they've got those blink daggers we were talking about to try to catch Liquid off guard. Miracle.
There's the jump. To the red fire blast. They've got the dust. They've got him. Miracle gone for a minute. Quick, clean initiation and takedown from IG. Mind Control, of course, instantly in with the push. Knows that the full team of IG is down bottom. Wants to look to try and force them back.
This game for Liquid's very important about just lane control. Keeping those lanes always pushed in onto IG's side of the map. So when they do get those kills, yeah, they're going to farm a lot, but it doesn't lead into anything huge. GH was able to get a sneaky, or they were able to get a sneaky ward down during this as well. GH is stalking on top of Aggressive right now, who looks like he might be what they're looking for.
The swap ends the stun, holding him down during his Ghost Shroud. He's got the Orchid out from Mind Control. Aggressive is popped instantly. 40 seconds.
We're going to find out about Roche in about a minute and a half.
Success pretty much with the full Manta. So now the problem for Liquid comes in the sense that IG are really going to be able to keep up that pushback going on multiple lanes.
Yeah, he still is pretty squishy though.
Yeah, if they can find him.
Still only 9 armor, and they've got like we said, the Solar Crest, the Medallion, the Venge Terror. So many ways to pierce through that, and the Desolator. How are we doing toward BKB? So Miracle is going to be going for that next. Same thing with Mind Control. So that's probably their next, the big timings is next Roche, BKBs, maybe Matumba Man has an AC at the same time too, conveniently, but they've also even got the Spirit Vessel on GH. So if the Alchemist doesn't have the Manta up, they can't throw that on top of him too. But IG looking to play around their vision bottom. They had sights of the Venge.
Let's see what they get here. SRF and XXS ready. with those blinks. Wrapping around towards mid. Chemical Rage is out. Okay. Stable Concoction starting to be built up. Who's he going to look for the jump on it? Find Miracle. Does get him, but they don't have detection on the front line. So Miracle will be swapped to the side. Does comes out, but Miracle's already out of there.
3-man Bridge Stomp.
Second Concoction coming out. They'll look towards Matumba Man. Rate Fire Blast into the stun. They'll head in. Charles Q actually just melts it to Miracle's damage. We're going to Reaper Side out onto Matumba Man, which will bring him down. It's down for 70. Again, those stuns from the army of Kuro. Kuro keeps himself alive with a stick charge. The familiar stuns from Matumba Man holding down this Alchemist. Another Concoction comes out though. On top of Miracle. Miracle stick charges isn't enough to save us. Now Miracle will fall. Magic Missile onto SRF. The Decrepify buying him some time. He's trying to walk his way out of there, but he'll pop. They've lost 3 on IG. XXS still on the retreat. Matumba Man seeing if he can quite chase down the Alchemist. The buyback from SRF as the Rat was coming into play. Mind Control.
Almost
pushing heavily top. Does nearly find that melee Rex. And walking to Baboka. Up with the silence.
He'll take that one.
Yeah, maybe able to just pick up a free kill on the way out, and he does. So Mind Control.
And now Q. Q just TP'd right into them.
No, he didn't.
He really did.
Oh, he did. Q. And XXS, he says they want to fight. The buybacks are going to come out. They want to go for this, but the familiar stuns coming out from Matumba Man. It's going to be they can find Q. Matumba Man will fall though. He's down second time. That is a dieback. Q was right. As GH has gone as well. Q giving his life there to keep the fight going for IG.
Well worth it.
Absolutely.
He got all his teammates back up in time there to get on him. These concoctions.
Oh,
cooldown.
Look at it go. You'd think he had an Arcane Rune and an Octarine Core. He doesn't. That's just the spell with the talent, boys.
It's just always up.
It's pretty crazy. How many stuns did we see there?
I don't know. I have like 6, 7.
I had another one to that. What's after 7? 9!
Himself.
Alright.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh my goodness.
What a back and forth game of non-stop fighting though.
I mean, IG are going to be so happy with this. As we said, the fact that this all-in push that Liquid went for, IG are managing to falter it.
How many buybacks was it total? It was 2 from both sides, or was it 3 from one side?
Can I have a look here?
I see 2 from both sides.
From both sides.
Okay.
And as we saw, Matumba Man did instantly die a second time.
He did.
So, all in all, some hot stuff here from IG. XXS, as expected, storming ahead on this Alchemist, 19k net worth.
Yeah.
Exactly where he wants to be.
Does he have the plate mail? Oh my god, he's got like the full Shivas now. So that armor we were talking about that was the problem, no longer going to be. And it didn't really seem like the problem. He was in the front lines anyway.
Oh yeah, XXS was just straight in. Stun after stun after stun. And yeah, as you said, with the Shiva's Guard on top of the Radiance, lots of great ways to sort of clean out the army of Liquid summons that they're bringing in every time.
Oh, yeah, full Shivas now.
Roshan's up.
They can just keep looking to fight now on IG. The Rosh will die too fast for them to react, so they're going to have to play into an Aegis Cheese.
XXS. Does he want to look to go? Pops the Shiva's Guard. They've got the concoction. It's going to be GH caught out in the front. That's one.
Oh, Matsu gets caught in the shark.
Oh, that shark's beautiful. He makes himself a nice little igloo there, Q. Trapping Matumba Man in. And that's the Aegis gone. They'll surround him. They're not ready to let him go anywhere. As another concoction's out and ready and bound with the Reaper's side. Matumba Man dead for 75. With the barracks. There's slippers coming out from the Mind Control Treants.
Yep. And he was pretty close to getting that melee Rex during all that last situation. So if he had gotten it, that would have been super worth it for Liquid. But IG claiming the advantage now, even though the range Rex will die eventually to those birds.
At this point, it really is the route that they've got to be most worried about, IG.
Yeah.
Boy, SRF. Can't really do this on his own.
No. So it looks like it's going to be Octarine next, and then we'll probably just see those.
Oh, I hope he gets it for the Wraith King nice and early. I want to see some Aghanim's Wraith King action.
You got to give it to aggressive, right? It's
you got to give it SRF, dude. And the swap. G8, the stun as well. Onto Q. Q falling low to the Spirit Vessel. That's going to be Q. Buying some time with the Snowball. It's the punch, but he'll still fall. Q's dead. SRF looking for GH in response. XXS jumps in with the concoction and we'll get it.
And now he's got the concoction damage.
Oh, that's right. All of those were before the plus 400.
Yeah.
Oh, max damage. 800 nuke on an 8-second cooldown. Also stuns for 4 seconds, by the way. Wow.
Lovely.
My goodness. It's Pretty crazy to see.
Look at that. SRF, as the offlane Wraith King, actually takes the strength talent.
He doesn't like the skeletons.
Not the skeleton
He
damage.
doesn't like the skeletons.
My thrift rewarded.
A little too spooky for him.
So BKB now on Miracle. We saw Mind Control's BKB revealed down bottom too. So they've got 2 of those. And they still have, I believe, the cheese, right? On Matumba Man? Yeah. So they still kind of have that, but IG... They've got a 24,000 net worth Alchemist.
Oh, he's big.
Who's about to have Octarine finished.
I mean, was it last year when this was like XXS's hero? Was that last year? He used to play a lot of
offlane.
Oh, he was it last year, wasn't he?
XXS was offlane, yeah.
Right. Maybe it was during this season. There's definitely been a LAN where XXS Alchemist was absolutely a thing, I swear. He's definitely one of the OG Alchemist pickers. Going for AC next. And then hopefully after that AC, that's when the Ags come out.
He switched. He switched from Octarine.
Yeah.
Okay. More armor to deal with all that. I mean, Liquid is all minus
when you have AC and Shivas, you are... I mean, against this lineup, as we've been saying as well, that's pretty much all physical.
Yep. Just stack it up.
You're feeling very beefy.
Yeah, 39 now on the Salk. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's not going for the Ags.
He's going for
He's
the
all about
Abyssal
himself.
Too.
He's very selfish. To get in the Abyssal.
Wouldn't you be? He's playing really well, right?
I mean, he's playing fantastic. I mean, he doesn't need his team. We've seen him. He just goes in, stuns everybody. With the concoctions. He doesn't need backup.
I mean, I think in particular they want the Bashers and the Abyssals just for the Clinks. It's like the best way to deal with the Clinks is
He doesn't stun people enough. He wants to stun them even more.
Yeah. Because then he can do a concoction into Abyssal, into another concoction. There you go.
It just doesn't stop. But Timberman himself also very close to having an AC for the team. He's the rest of the money for the Hyperstone.
Level 14 on the Visage this game. Even the support Pugna is above him. Level 15. Same thing with GH, level 15.
We'll check that out so we can see it.
Been getting punished a lot. They're focus firing him so much in the situations. Mind Control has queued up the Bloodthorn and pretty much has it done. He can buy it if he wants to.
I'll get the Shrine bottom. As well as the tier 2.
Both teams just setting up similar pushes.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's Miracle. Of course, BKB into the Hex. As his Clinks build a choice.
I think most Clinks tend to build the Hex after getting like a damage item or so. So I've seen a bunch of Maelstroms, we've seen a few Desos. I think we saw one Medallion. Like you said, this is what they have to watch out for. The Miracle already positioned. $1,000 damage on it, no problem.
He's down to the trees, straight away with the TP.
I wonder if Glyph is still available. He did get 1,000 damage on it, but they held the Glyph.
Boca's still putting pressure on that top lane. And willing to leave TP out as soon as he senses anything coming in.
He's got the perfect items now on the Pugna. He's got the the Aether Lens, of course, from earlier, and then the Glimmer Cape to protect him.
I guess that's a nice thing as well at this stage of him pushing lanes like that. He's not a core, so if he does die, it's not really the end of the world. And he can do a lot of pushing on his own, because at the end of the day, he still has the Nether Blast. Doesn't matter what he's got.
Yep. Matu hits 15, so 40% experience. We were saying how he is under-leveled. That'll help him at least catch back up. Notice already 30 minutes in the game, and IG are feeling pretty comfortable. Even though, you're with an Alchemist,